Hey everyone, Julie from Julieverse. September 19 is National Student Day. This day was created with the idea that um, it's to help prepare students for college and help them to look forward to college and help them to see the value in studying and being prepared for college. Which brings about a question that many people are asking right now. Is college worth it? Is college something we want to prepare our children for? And do you plan to send your kids to college? Um, so I did a tiny bit of research. I went to collegedata.com and I found the following. I'm going to read it directly for you. In its most recent survey of college pricing, the College Board reports that a moderate college budget for an in-state public college for the 2012-2013 academic year averaged $22,261. A moderate budget at a private college averaged $43,289. I'm just sitting here like, wow, that's a lot of money. 4 years at $40,000, that's $160,000. Some kids take 5 years. In a public college, 5 years could cost over $100,000. Um, so this past weekend, we were actually discussing this at a family event, and one of my family members said, all right, so let's pick a number. Let's say the 40,000-ish for private college. Let's say that you have that $40,000. Instead of sending your kid to college for his freshman year, let's say, I'm going to give you the $40,000. You're going to take that and do something with it for your life that's going to help you move forward into a business. Maybe you'll start your own company. Maybe you'll invest in another company. Maybe you'll buy a franchise. Whatever you're going to do with that money, that's your money for the year. Now, should it do really well, that was a really strong investment. You might want to invest another $40,000 the following year in September, school starting. You might want to say, all right, so that didn't do well, but I would have spent the $40,000 anyway. So let's give you another $40,000. Here's your sophomore year in the School of Life. Go try something else. Do that for 4 years. If it's doing really well, you just invested your money as a parent in your child's future. Your child is probably making some money, can pay you back, might want to go to school on his own, but now he's earned the money to go to school on his own. Maybe it's not such a bad idea. Maybe you're paying the same amount of money to school your child in the school of life, right? So it makes a lot of sense, and I can see the logic in what he was saying. All that said, I don't agree with it. And here's why. Back when I was in college, I used to give tours. I'm sure this doesn't surprise anyone. I was a college tour guide. I learned very well how to walk backwards and knew where the cracks were along the sidewalk. I went to SMU, and I'm dating myself, but at the time, our campus was about half the size it is now. And I think they're still near each other, though. The freshman quad, as you're walking up to the freshman quad along the tour path, it was right by the athletics area, right by the stadium, and the activities, of course, were all over campus. And that was the point where I would say to the parents and the students, if there's one thing I've learned in being a college student here at SMU, it's that 50% of your education is academics. 50% is living your life. You are learning how to be social. You're learning how to organize. You're learning how to support yourself and how to live on your own and how to be independent, and you still have a cushion. It's okay to fall a little bit because you still have a place to fall. Um, and I think that this is such an important and valuable part of college that I do see this as a huge reason that it's still important for kids to go to college. And in addition to that, you're learning so much about yourself. I went to college thinking that I wanted to be, this is kind of, it happened anyway, but I went to college with a psych/journalism major, double major. Um, I learned very quickly that I don't do well in lecture halls, and psych suddenly became my minor, and it shouldn't have even been my minor because it killed my GPA. But I just could not do a psych major. So that happened. I learned that about myself. I also learned that while I really enjoyed the journalism degree, and obviously I still use it, I didn't go for it. I took some journalism courses, but I really liked the hands-on learning of putting together public relations programs. I didn't even know what public relations was before I went to college. So had someone invested in me and said, here's your money, go start a business, I wouldn't have started a PR firm. And yet look where I am now. You know, I'm working in marketing and PR. So I definitely learned those things about me. I also learned about myself that I had to get a job. And I had to get a job not as much, although the money was helpful to have spending money because we need to go out and party. But I felt that I had to get a job because it kept me more organized and focused on my studies. By having things to do with my time specifically, I was able to balance my life better. These are life skills that you learn in college when you're off living on your own and you're starting to learn about how to live your life. So yes, I think college is extremely necessary. Now, 40,000-ish a year for college is scary. As a parent of my oldest is a fourth grader and my youngest is in preschool still, I'm looking towards the 2020s and 2030s, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be expensive. And I really think that this is the fault of a lot of things. I mean, yeah, colleges need to stop raising their prices, but the government's got to get involved. They've got to stop making it so easy for kids to get loans that are so hard to repay later. Um, by the government giving so many loans for high prices, they're making it so easy for the colleges to just keep jacking up the prices. Now, I've heard a lot of suggestions. I've heard um, someone said that college professors should not be charged taxes, and then they can be paid less. Okay, I mean, I guess it's an idea. I don't know how one has to do with the other, but you know, there's subsidize the foods that the kids are eating. Textbooks should not be necessary anymore. We all get an iPad to last 4 years and or a tablet or whatever, and put all the textbooks on there. Cut the prices big time on that. You know, there's so many areas. I was shocked when I looked into how the prices lay out. Like you have your $43,000 for private education, but oh my gosh, there are so many fees that go into that per semester. Like just find a way to lessen that. And I don't know it because I don't know enough about how the colleges come up with their costs, but they've got to come down, and I really do think government has to get involved in bringing them down. Um, and so do we as parents. So I don't know. I need a suggestion for that one. But anyway, I want to know what you think. September 19th is a big day, National Student Day, and we're talking about it for vlogmom. So head over to julieverse.com on September 19th. Link up your video response to me. Type it in the comments below. Let me know, do you think that the value of the college is worth the cost? Do you think that college is worth any cost? Do you see value in sending your kids to college or in going to college? I'm so curious to hear thoughts from not just moms and dads, but I want to hear thoughts from college students. I want to hear thoughts from high schoolers. Let me know what you think. I'm around and I'm listening on September 19th. Bye-bye.